There we go. Got you guys up high now, innit? Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, Avery, on YouTube? Let's get this Instagram started here. What's up, Jaha? You said been waiting all day. Well, now we're here. What's up, Michael Gomez on the Facebook? What's up, JK on YouTube? What's up, guys on Instagram? Hey, guys, you see that thing to the side of me? That thing down low that's kind of orange colored? That is oil coming out the machine live. You can literally see it dropping down. Let me change the YouTube angle here. You guys on YouTube can't see it that well. Let me move the YouTube. Well, you guys on Instagram can see that oil drip down live. All right, now you guys on YouTube can see it. You guys on Facebook see it? What's up? Oh no, I'm not gonna say your name, Fudge. Shut up, mate. You say this every live stream. I'm not falling for it, mate. You said you have an email. The live stream wants to go out. But we're back now. We're gonna oil up all right. I'm gonna show you guys an advantage to this new system I got going here. Let me get this Facebook going again first. Because everybody deserves to see what I'm about to show you. All right, hopefully that does it. Hopefully. Yeah, we had some lag issues. We're back now. Let me show you guys something. So now I'm utilizing a valve within the plumbing system. Now what does that mean? That means that actually I can go collect the oils right now as the machine is running under vacuum and have no issue, no pressure drop. Watch, I'm about to get the oils right now. See that? I can take this off while it's running. So you can actually take a closer look at this right now that I have it out. And you can see the oil and the water naturally separate. So everything has water in it. You put it in this machine, it will remove the water. Oil naturally floats to the top. So the oil is up here, the water is down here. We separate the water out, that's our oil product right there. So you see the oil being made live. In fact, I can pour this out now actually, so that way we can watch as more form. So once you start the machine, right, most of what you get in the beginning is going to be water, because water ends up condensing at a lower temperature, right, or ends up boiling over at a lower temperature than the oils. So you get a lot of water, and then you get your oils at the top. But once the machine gets to a certain point, like what the temperature is at now, it's been running for about an hour. Now we're only pretty much getting oils come over. So let me pour this out and connect this back to the machine so we can watch the oils come out live. So we'll just pour this into this beaker for now. If this is gonna be enough space. It might not be. Oh, yes it is, okay. So, yeah, you see, when you put it in perspective there, there's a lot of water, we got some oil, but I will also say, I put a very small amount of plastic in the machine because I wanted to make sure we did a low power test run under vacuum for the first time. So let's hook this back up. okay, we're running the machine under vacuum, but what does that mean and what does it do? Now, you guys obviously the pipe, and I did open the valve, and there's a ton of oils flowing down now. You guys can't see it from back here, unfortunately. But anyways, being under vacuum means that the machine is constantly under a suction force, pretty much, right? So, for example, I was gonna say we make natural gas too, and we put it in a bladder. This bladder is actually full; it's about to bust. So I might want to actually move this over. But with it constantly being sucked, it operates better, just like almost everything else in the universe that's constantly being sucked. Right? Again, more oils and more energy out of the plastic for less energy being put in the machine, less thermal energy put in the machine, right? So right now, for example, you saw we did get oils and water out, correct? And we got oils and water out at a lower temperature than we used to get it out before. We used to do it without the vacuum. So that's already an improvement. Now here's the thing, I have a pump that's keeping the machine under vacuum. That's what you hear running. That's why I'm yelling, but I probably don't even have to yell because it's not that loud, right? I always forget that. But that pump actually shoots out the natural gas naturally compressed. Well, not naturally compressed, but it compresses it as it comes out the pump. So we can actually put the output of this machine directly into a propane tank and compress our natural gas on the go. I just had this bladder here just to test things, right? Just to see how it goes. Because like I said, this is the first run with a continuous vacuum put on the machine. Let me tell you guys something that's scary about a continuous vacuum. You know, sometimes we have gaskets fail, we have things happen, leaks happen. Well, if you have a leak happen when the machine's under a continuous vacuum, it's gonna suck in oxygen. We know there's natural gas in this machine. Oxygen mixes with natural gas within the ignition source. This becomes a pipe bomb instantly. Zach the B, okay, thank you for the badge, man. Much love to you always, man. Always showing love. So, we don't want this to be a pipe bomb. There's some things we can do to help lower that risk. But, for the most part, the best thing we can do is hope that these bloody gaskets don't fail, right? Yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna have to change out this bladder real quick, because I just called this bladder on the phone. And you know what it told me? It said, Lord have mercy, I'm full of bust. Because this thing is about to blow up if I don't switch it pretty quickly here. It's getting pretty full. So let's go ahead and switch this directly into a propane tank and see how it goes. I've never done this before. Okay, I've never put the output of this machine, the natural gas this machine creates, directly into a propane tank. So we got one here, a modified propane tank. Hey, Matthew C, thank you for the merch. Matthew C just got some merch from Naturejab.com. Much love to you. Thank you. Great. The YouTube, of course, YouTube went out when I'm doing that. Guys on YouTube, right now, going directly to the propane tank. All right. So the propane tank is being compressed currently. There's a mercury currently. All right, where's my camera? Here we go. Cause you know, guys, you know what I do? I'm filming for YouTube while I'm live too. So we gotta do this. All right, so the natural gas bladder is filled up. Right now I have the output of the recovery machine going right to the propane tank. So we're gonna see if that will start to compress it. We're arguing over Kendrick and Drake. Hey, you know what? I've been saying it forever, but don't you guys think Drake will be jealous of this big machine, right? Because this machine is huge. This machine wins on the caulk battles in it. Thank you for the badge, Ola Sears. In terms of getting plastic waste, this is awesome, but there's a net energy loss. Well, you got to remember, right? At the end of the day, this machine is a plastic to fuel reactor. It's not a power plant. So the goal was to get rid of plastic to begin with. Thank you for the $5 super chat deal. Please make a safety checklist, bro. Yeah, I definitely am. I definitely am, mate. Especially now that we got this vacuum. I'm not sure what's going on Facebook. Facebook isn't working. Now, of course, I'm striving to make this the most energy efficient possible. That's even why we're doing the vacuum right now. But even if it wasn't energy efficient, you got to remember the whole point is to recycle plastic. You don't go to your plastic plants that turn one bottle to another bottle and ask them how much energy you're putting out versus how much you're putting in. You're just like, oh, do you make a plastic bottle? I just happen to make fuel, right? What's up, Christopher? All right, we need to go live on Facebook again. I don't know what's going on, but it keeps going out. He said, how efficient is your new addition, the condenser part? You know, I'm still running it right now, but it seems to be doing pretty good. This is the first ever run, so I'm still learning myself everything that's going on. Like I said, I barely even put plastic in the machine. So, to be honest, this is not even a realistic run, you know, because we're going to put pounds and pounds of plastic in here for a real run. Hi, Paul. Thank you for the badge on Instagram. Said it's under mercury. No. So, inches of mercury is the measurement for a vacuum. So, it's not under mercury, like the literal, but that's just the form of measurement. You said, please invest in security system. Yeah, I gotta definitely do that for sure. You said, can you fast forward to making a second sealed system using traditional refrigerant in order to liquefy the natural gas? Yeah, I do want to liquefy the natural gas. We gotta get it cold. Let's see how this tank is doing. All right, guys, look, the propane tank is under 20 psi of pressure. It's building pressure. Oh, I gotta get this on camera too. So right now we are literally compressing natural gas made from plastic live. We are literally getting oils made from plastic live. You'll start to see the oils soon once they start to bubble up. Hey, thank you for the badge very much, Wasp Red. Thank you, Pasik, for the badge. I appreciate you guys. I can suggest you what to do for security. Hit me up. There's a lot of different potential, you know, paths to go down when it comes to security, doesn't it? All right, so after about 5 minutes, the propane tank is sitting at 20 psi. So the recovery pump is doing an amazing job at pushing out this natural gas, getting it directly in this tank. Because this bladder, obviously, is about to bust. Hey, who do you guys think won, right? You guys think Kendrick or Drake? Put 1 for Kendrick, 2 for Drake. All right, we're gonna see the general consensus. We're gonna base it off of the general consensus, okay? You guys decide who won. You said, can we see the bladder? Yeah, I'll show you the bladder. I see a lot of ones. I see a lot of ones. Here's the bladder right here. This is full of plastic-made natural gas. All I see is ones. I don't see any twos. There's nobody saying Drake won. Hey, nobody's saying BBO Drizzy? You said Drake's house got raided today, really? You said 3? You said 0, you're the winner? Hey, listen. Look at my big black cock right here. I'm gonna use it to make sure I seal my windows. My big black caulk gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, oh, you thought I was talking about something different. I'm talking about my caulk gun. I use it to seal the windows and stuff, man. You said J. Cole won. I guess ultimately, I mean, you win 100% of the battles you never get in, right? No matter how you put it, you get in a fight, you're gonna get hurt a little bit, right? You walk out, you don't get hurt. It is a big reactor. It is a big reactor indeed. What do you mean, Ed? Why you guys on YouTube tripping? It's like my caulk gun. What's the big idea? You don't got a caulk gun yourself? Man, this Ethernet keeps going out, man, on this phone. Let's see. Yeah, it takes its time to compress, but it is compressing 25 psi. You said Kendrick had soft beats. I gotta disagree with that. Not Like Us was a good beat. So, you know who really won the beat? Guys, you wanna know who really won? Diddy won, okay? Diddy won the beef. You know why Diddy won? Because look, you see that dripping down there? Because we got oil to give Diddy in his cell so he won't be as hurt. So Diddy is the real winner of the beef, okay? Because we got oil, so when Diddy gets that beef stick, he's not gonna be in pain. You see the oil dripping out, guys. Come on, look at it. Come on now, Instagram. You see that stuff dripping out? You see YouTube, look at it. Come on now. Look at the oils. We just poured the other oils out, so we're making this live. Why don't you load up the vessel? Let's see it running at least 35% capacity. When I load this thing up with more plastic, we're gonna get a lot more oils. The only reason I didn't load it up right now is because, like I said, this is the first ever test run, okay? And I am not trying to... Let me make sure everything's good. Yeah, we're still good on everything. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, okay? We're gonna do a higher power run tomorrow, or a run with more plastic in it tomorrow. We're gonna get a lot more oils coming out. Let's see, temperature's looking good. I actually need to spin the blades, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna spin the blades. But yeah, guys, Diddy won because we got oil for him. All right, we're at 30 PSI in the propane tank. So right now, our plastic-made natural gas is going inside this propane tank. 30 PSI right now live. Oil's coming out right now live. We are at a consistent 11-inch of mercury vacuum on this machine. So this is officially a vacuum microwave pyrolysis reactor, baby. Officially. Now, listen. Building this machine, I've done tons of research because I wanted to make building this machine as easy as possible for me. Okay? Gotta make it as easy as possible. So I scoured the internet for anything on how to build a microwave pyrolysis reactor at home in your backyard. Specifically microwave. Not just a pyrolysis reactor, but a microwave. I didn't find anything. So when I built this microwave pyrolysis reactor, okay? As far as I knew, I was the first to build a microwave pyrolysis reactor in my backyard and publish it online. Now it's a vacuum microwave pyrolysis reactor. That's a whole different sector, okay? That's like my left nut versus my right nut. My third dick versus my first dick. Okay, it's a whole different sector. So this is, as far as I know, not only the first backyard continuous microwave pyrolysis reactor, but the first backyard continuous microwave pyrolysis vacuum reactor too. Keep in mind, like I said, I say backyard because they do these at lab scales, okay? They do these at lab scales, but in the backyard scale, handmade, hand-welded scale, this is, as far as I know, the first that we've seen. I can't find it anywhere else on the internet. You say, what is your Facebook? It's Naturejab, just like everywhere else. What's up, Facebook? PSI or gotta be PSI. We're at 40 PSI on the propane. This propane live. You know how we do it. And just like I told you guys, now that the machine has been running, when I'm looking at that oil we're getting out, it's pretty much pure oil. I'm not seeing many bits of water in that oil. You say, what's good? What's your metaverse? It's Naturejab. So I'm watching you drip. Yeah, I'm watching this oil drip too. Hey, Diddy's watching this oil drip as well. Shoot, it might be drizzy soon, right? Yeah, we're compressing this live right now into the propane tank right from the machine, the natural gas. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the oil because we got more now. We got more oil now. In fact, I gotta show YouTube as well. Let me get this camera set. All right, let's go get this oil so you guys can see the oil that has been coming out live, okay? This is why I add these sight glasses for your entertainment. There we have it. Look at that. Now there's no water in that. That's just oil right there. Oil made from plastic live. You've seen it here. You've seen us pour the other oil out. So this is new oil right there. I gotta refine this, of course, before it can go in the engine, but there you have it. Remember when this machine was just making drips? Now we're making drizzles. Now we're making drizzy right here. We're making drizzy right here. Let's hook it back up. We're making oils, y'all. Let's see. You said, why is it thin though? Because it's not lubricating oil. This is actual fuel oil. Once it's distilled, that oil that's a mix is gonna become your gasoline, diesel, jet fuel. So it's actually, we don't want it that thick anyway. Let's see. We're at about 45 PSI on the propane tank. 45 PSI in the propane tank. And I can't wait to do a run with a lot of plastic in the machine. You guys need to remember, you put a lot of plastic in the machine, you get a lot of oils out. Now this machine seems to be operating amazing under vacuum. None of the gaskets are failing, everything seems amazing. Oil's coming out, natural gas being compressed, running amazing. Okay? Also, I have an announcement, everybody. I have some amazing news. Guys, why can't I see comments on Facebook? What's going on here? This is some bloody nonsense. I don't see any comments on the Facebook Live. I apologize, guys. I know you guys are in here talking, probably asking questions. I have amazing news. And this is the next big step for this whole reactor. You guys are about to hear it for the first time here in the live stream, okay? Wait. Do you see this right here? Do you know what this is right here? Guys, I have just got my 220 volt microwave power supplies from China. I got 12 of these. $1,000 worth of microwave power supplies. Now these are industrial microwave power supplies. Look how light this is compared to the transformers. It can do this. You couldn't even do this with my balls. That's how light this is, okay? So, this is going to boost the efficiency of the machine immediately. These microwave power supplies are called switch mode power supplies. Switch mode power supplies are about 88 to 90% efficient. The transformers I'm using now, just making sure the pressures are fine. Thank you, Grant Gaines, for the $10 cash out. Much 90% efficient, okay? Regular transformer power supply in every microwave oven, for the most part, they're about 50% efficient. So just by using these, we instantly boost efficiency. These are also 220 volt. Those are 120 volt. 220 volt is way better for these type of applications, way more efficient. Instantly boosts the efficiency. Guess what? These are on for 100% of the time, 100% duty cycle. Those typical microwave transformers are 50% duty cycle. That means that the machine will heat up quicker, the plastic will break down faster, so we have to have it on for less time. Instantly it boosts the efficiency. So now all I gotta do is get a long horse cock to get over here and hook up these ends to it. A 220 horse cock of a cable, 100 foot long. So that way, whether I run my generator or I run it off the wall, we have enough room, okay? get this YouTube back up in here. Ryan, thank you for $250 donation on the Cash App. Much love to you, man. Truly, it helps out so much. And I appreciate you so much, man. Your contribution to the project, Earth, and history. Have you considered the water separator apparatus in the condenser? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Is it steady gaining pressure? No, it's negative pressure. If this thing is gaining positive pressure, it's about to blow up because it's under vacuum. So we don't need oxygen to get in here. We're at 60 psi. Ryan said, absolutely amazing to watch your progress. Listen here, Ryan. That's the least I can do. Amazing to watch your progress. Listen here, Ryan. That's the least I can do. The least I can do is film this for everybody to see. You know, it could be dangerous, but I'm gonna keep doing this for everybody to see. You know, it could be dangerous, but I'm gonna keep doing it no matter what, because I believe at the end of the day, education is what the world needs on this process. So listen, Ryan, thank you so much for this. Let's get this oil, guys. You see this oil coming out. What we at? We're at 11 inches of mercury on our vacuum, consistent. How much PSI are we at? We're about 62 PSI in the propane tank. So you guys see it live, compressing this into the propane tank, making the oils. You see it dripping out live. You see it drip. Can you guys on YouTube see it dripping? Because it's dripping. Can you guys on Facebook see it dripping? So this has been a chill run. I barely put any in the machine. The machine's been running great. And look, even though this has been a very small and low power run, ironically, it seems to be one of my best runs yet. Pablo Valencia, thank you for a badge and another badge on the Instagram. Much love to you, Pablo Valencia. How often do you run the machine? I try to run it every day, but sometimes I have a lot of maintenance to do. Obviously, when it rains, I don't run it when it rains. What's up, Go Geek on YouTube? What's up, Zai Myself on YouTube, my OGs? I'm not sure what's going on Facebook, guys. Once again, I'm sorry. I can't see any comments on Facebook, but you guys definitely can sit here and tune in for the show. Oils are coming out. In fact, we almost have another sight glass full of oil here. You guys seeing it happening here. And guess what? Like I said, we're running the machine at half. Well, not half, but we're running the machine with very little plastic in there. Because like I said, this is just a test run for the vacuum system to make sure it's safe. So you know what we're about to do, actually? Because right now, we're just kind of waiting for this oil to fill up. I'll let some people in on the Instagram that want to talk, have some questions, have some critiques. I'll let you guys in. Let's talk it up. Let's chat it up, everybody. (65 PSI on the propane tank. So that's looking great. I gotta get that on my YouTube channel. My YouTube camera. Gotta get that. We're at 65 PSI. Pablo Valencia, thank you for another badge. All right, I'm gonna move you guys down on YouTube, so you guys on YouTube can hear the people on Instagram calling in here. Let's see. All right. What is I gonna do? So now you guys on YouTube can definitely see those oils coming out. All right, let's see. What's the max PSI for the propane tank? It really could go up to like 600 PSI, but I'm not going above 200. And thank you for subscribing, Squid on YouTube. Much love to you, man. I'm sorry for the lag on YouTube, guys. You said cost per unit. This machine so far has cost me probably about $25K if you include the generator. All right, where's my camera? That's what I was gonna do. Getting sidetracked here. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, so we're at 65 PSI on the propane tank. It's looking great. Recovery truck is doing amazing. Not even a sound of struggling from it. Look at these oils coming out. Amazing. So it is running great. The condenser is starting to heat up. It's at 14C. The vapor temperature inside is still around the same, 174, so that seems to be the peak. And the body belly temperature is at 211C, which is almost 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So very hot on the belly there. All right. Now let's let you guys in on the Instagram to ask your questions. You said, would it be possible to build it for a low cost if you were to steal everything? I'm not going to recommend you steal anything. But I will say this. All my machines have been made out of scrap parts. So, what's up? Yeah, I'm having a great day, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. What's your question? So you're asking how it works? If this can be a business, yeah, absolutely it can be a business. There are already several pyrolysis businesses all around the world, including the United States, actually. Yeah, of course, there's already companies in the Middle East, but I intend on bringing this everywhere in the world. This particular microwave pyrolysis. You said, what's the average cost of making this? Well, like I said, this machine so far has been between 20,000 to 25,000, but at the same time, that's still with me using a lot of scrapyard parts. So when it comes to more business-specific questions like that, we can only know once I built my first ever pilot plant, my first ever pilot industrial machine that's made of complete, precision parts and manufacture. Yes, especially now that this is under vacuum, the fuel production, both with the natural gas and the oil product, has gone up a lot. All right, well, thank you for your question. I'm gonna get on to some other people. All right, let's see, Sabio. So you guys see the oils coming out. They're still dripping out. We got another beaker full of oil, it's looking like. What's up, man?
I just wanted to say, man, that I really appreciate awesome and like exposing this information. Now this is awesome. It's really great, and I want to thank you.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you for your support, man.
Hell yeah, have a blessed day.
Hey, you too. Take care. Let's see what PSI we're at, guys. We have just hit 80 PSI on the propane tank. So we have 80 PSI of natural gas made from plastic right now, coming right off the machine. We are still under 11 inches of mercury, still under vacuum. So that's great. And we almost have another sight glass full of oil, as you can see it dripping down there. So the machine is operating amazing. I can't wait to do a full plastic run tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to do the first ever weighed or measured plastic run. I'll be putting about 10 pounds of shredded plastic in the machine tomorrow, and we're going to see what happens. And I also cannot wait to hook up these 220-volt microwave power supplies that will boost the efficiency a ton and boost the functionality a ton of the machine as well. UNC, thank you for the $5 super chat on YouTube. Said thoroughly impressed. G25K support, and much love to you, man. Thank you so much for the support. Let's see. So everything is running amazing. And also, guys, I want to remind everybody, we still are operating this machine at half power. It's not even full power yet. What's up? Hey, I'm good. What about yourself? Sure, go ahead. Well, are you talking about safety in terms of operating this machine that could become a bomb, or safety in terms of my day-to-day life?
I feel like it's a mixture of both. I feel like,
So here's the thing. I focus on what I can do. When it comes to the safety of this machine, I have many protocols in place to make sure I can have measures if it is about to blow up, so I can get the hell out of here and things like that. When it comes to the safety, when it comes to some type of entity or powering body, the truth is this. If the FBI wants you, they're gonna get you. If the CIA wants you, they're gonna get you. If these big teams want you, they're gonna get you. You're not gonna stop that. So I personally don't care. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I do. I wanna do this. I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm gonna continue to do this, and I don't really care what anybody has to say. At the end of the day, when it comes to, if it's like a threat to somebody. Honestly, mate, I got 3 balls. They could suck all 3 of them if they want. I think it's pretty clear to the public. I tell people this all the time. 1 second, let me get something for you, okay? Thank you for the $5 super chat on YouTube, by the way. I can't see your name, but you said keep up the good work. Don't let them unalive you. Hey, let me show you something, okay? Let me show you why you don't even have to worry about if I'm, you said suicidal or not, right? You see this right here? What is this? Well, what's the shape? What's the shape of it? Is it empty or full? Okay, so I have a ball. I have many balls. My balls are full. I turn on this machine, put it under vacuum. My balls get sucked dry. My balls get filled. My balls get sucked dry every day of my life. How can I be mad? How can I be upset? How can I be sad? How can I be anything but happy? Who wouldn't be happy getting their balls sucked and dried every day and filled? Well, I'm just telling you that if I disappear, it's definitely not suicide, because I cannot be anything but absolutely happy. Getting my drizzling balls drizzle Drake. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Every day of my life. And that's real talk. So, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I did not invent this. I did not invent pyrolysis or microwave pyrolysis. The reason I even knew how to build this and put this together is because I read tons of research papers on this process. Not the first by any means, but I am an innovator in the field because I'm doing it in my backyard and figured out how to do it in the backyard. Hey, you too. Thank you. Thank you. Let me let somebody else in now. Let's see what PSI we're at, guys. By the way, my recovery pump is rated to go up to like 500 PSI. We are at 100 PSI in the propane tank. Let me spin the blades. We almost have a sight glass full of oil, as you can see. All right, guys, the vacuum is raising. The vacuum used to be at 11 inches of mercury. Now it's at 12 inches of mercury. What does that mean? That means the total amount of vapors in the machine is going down. What does that mean? That means that the little bit of plastic I put in there is starting to max out on all the vapors it's putting out. So now let me let somebody else in. So basically, in short, I'm just saying a whole bunch of nonsense to just basically say the run is almost over because the plastic is almost completely destroyed. It's almost been completely draped. Okay. Let's see. Let's let in. Let me let you in, Christopher. My boy Christopher. OG. Hey, Christopher been here since Mark 3, guys. Christopher, this is Mark 4.5. 2 machines before this machine. Christopher been here since Mark 3. He's an OG. Yo, Christopher, are you able to come in, or is it not working for you? Sometimes Instagram is weird, it doesn't let certain people in at certain times. You can distill resin oil into finished gasoline. Yeah, that's what's up. You can with motor oil as well. You said you've been here since day 1. Fudge you. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Much love. All right, let's let somebody else in. I don't think Christopher can come in, unfortunately. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Zango Geek on the YouTube. You're an OG man too. The amount of oil in that thing is crazy right now. Please measure the yield from this live stream run at the end of the video. I will, the Gango Geek. Man, we got a video coming out on the YouTube either tonight or tomorrow. What's up, man? Thank you, man. Respect, man, respect. Yeah, we got them oils coming right out, man. Absolutely, man. Always, man. Hey, I appreciate your support, man. Much love to you. Respect. Hey, let's take a look at this oil, guys. Let's take a look at it, because there's a lot of oil right now. Now, I say a lot, but this is relative. You guys are about to see. When we do the run tomorrow, when we do this run tomorrow on this machine, okay, and we put a lot of plastic in, the amount of oil we're getting now is going to be dwarfed. Let's take a look at it. And what PSI are we at? We're at 110 PSI on the propane tank, compressing natural gas made from plastic live, getting oils made from plastic live. Let's go. There we have it, guys. More oils there. We see we got some more water coming over too. More water than I thought, but like I said, I did not put much plastic in here, and I also did put some things that did get soaked in water in here too. So that makes sense when we have a lot of water coming over. But nonetheless, we got oils coming over. So what's exciting is, like I said, it's only gonna be better tomorrow. Let's pour this out. Let's pour this oil out and let's see. So you guys might ask, okay, so you get this water, right? And what do you do with this water? Because obviously, you can take a look at the water and you can tell the water is mixed with stuff, right? Obviously, it would be irresponsible to just pour this water out. Let me show you what I do with the water, right? So this water, I've conducted some experiments. If you run it through activated carbon many, many times, the water gets completely crystal clear and free of odors. At that point, it's safe. Well, I can't say that for absolute certainty because I don't have the tools to detect the water. But I'm just saying, based on looks and smell, the water's completely clear, no problems, once you run it through activated carbon a few times, okay? But nonetheless, you can actually recover water from plastic. You say you still have to probably boil it. Well, this is kind of distilled water. So in that sense, like there's not going to be bacteria in there, but there's a lot of organic molecules in there from this process. So you got to run it through certain filters, blah, blah, blah. But here's what I was thinking, guys. We can clean up this water and then use this water as the water to like cool the system, right? And I'm talking more on an industrial scale when I say that. Keep it all in-house, right? And then guess what? You're like, okay, well now you have a waste product. You have activated carbon full of a whole bunch of muck that came from this reactor that was in that water, and now it's in the activated carbon. What do you do with that? That's not good for the environment. Guess what you do with that? Put that right inside of the reactor, okay? Put that activated carbon inside the reactor, and all those organic things in it are gonna break down, get cracked, and end up turning into fuel. So you just keep an infinite cycle. Like I say, guys, this machine makes no pollutions, no waste. Everything is controlled. You decide if it's gonna make pollution based on what you do and how you do with whatever you get out the machine. Let's hook this back up. I'll let some more people in. All right, guys, we're at 120 PSI on the propane tank. What's up, 1, 2, 3? We're at 120 PSI on the propane tank. So this is looking great. Let's see. Who wants to come in? Tommy. Let's let Tommy in. Thank you for becoming a part of the Pyrolysis tribe. UNC. Much love to you, man. Thank you on the YouTube for becoming a part of the Pyrolysis tribe. Much love to you, and thank you for your support to the project. All right. So your grind is amazing. Thank you, the Gauntlet. All right, I guess you're not coming in, Tommy. Maybe you're not able to come in. Next, Alexis. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Jaha. Let our voices echo. Where can I send some dress clothes? Make Jab fly. The P.O. box is in my link tree, Naturejab.info. It's in my description. What's up? What's up? Yeah. I'm using any type of plastic, to be honest. They all will make it. Well, if the pressure of the tank goes too high, the machine right now is operating under vacuum, so that's not going to happen. It's actually the opposite. The machine is negative pressure, so the worst that can happen right now is a gasket leaks, right? A gasket leaks and it sucks in oxygen. The oxygen mixes with the natural gas in the machine, and then the heat from the microwaves causes the ignition and it blows up the machine, right? But I actually have a way to solve that. I have a bottle of nitrogen hooked to the machine at all times, and all I have to do if a gasket leaks is turn the bottle of nitrogen once, and it's going to spew in a ton of nitrogen into the machine to displace any oxygen, and we won't have an explosion because nitrogen is an inert gas and it will not cause an explosion. Yeah, I'm going to be getting an O2 sensor pretty soon. Yeah, like an Arduino, yeah, I would love to do that because, you know, that's the best way to truly emulate how this is going to be at an industrial level, right? So that's kind of mando. I got to do that. I've never done that type of coding before, but I'm sure between all of this beautiful community we have, we can figure it out together. All right, man, take care. Yeah, guys, so that's my safety switch, my backup valve. Okay, my backup if a gasket leaks in the middle of us running this. Now, as I've said, I've been running this under vacuum for quite some time now, a few different test runs, Every single gasket and seal seems to do better under negative pressure than when it's under positive pressure. Because I've yet to have a single microwave gasket seal break. But if one does, and I start to see that we lose vacuum quickly, I'm gonna turn on that nitrogen tank. Like I said, the regulator is already on full. All I gotta do is turn the knob one time, and it's gonna spew in high pressure nitrogen into the machine to displace the oxygen, so we won't suck in oxygen and it won't blow up. Thank you, Shank1010 on the Instagram. You said it looks amazing. Thank you. Definitely love the installation on the machine. Guys, I see the temperatures on the machine are dropping. We're getting less oils coming out. I think that this run here is almost done. I'm not going to turn on the blades for the last time. Just let them spin for the rest of the time. We've been running this machine now for probably, probably about 2.5 to 3 hours. Barely put much plastic in there, so of course it shouldn't take this long to be done. So yeah, it's looking like, and also the vacuum is being pulled more and more. We're at 125 PSI in the propane tank, guys. 120 PSI, 125 PSI. Okay? That is amazing, guys. We are compressing natural gas into this propane tank live. Let's see how much oil we have so far. We got more coming on the way. But look how much we got so far. So, like I said, this yellow part is the water. This is the oil at the top. The oil is just the layer at the top there. So let me see how many mils that is. That's about 150 to 175, 150, 175 milliliters of oil there. Yep. So a good amount of oil. Especially considering we barely put plastic in there. Sometimes those blades make weird noises. I get scared. But we're still under vacuum. Still under 12 inches of mercury. Did you see what EJ said in Discord about putting the reactor under vacuum? Yes, I have Zan myself. We've talked about that many times, me and him. Ej Kozjan. And like I said, that's why I have my nitrogen system. To make sure that if we have something happen, I flip that switch on, get the nitrogen in there, and then we're not gonna have oxygen in there, we're not gonna have explosions. But the only bad thing is, I can only do that when I'm here, right? That's the issue. I gotta have Snap Arduino set up, hooked to the pressure, so if the machine gets too low of a negative pressure, it automatically opens up the nitrogen, because that only will work if I'm here, that fail safe, right? So, you know, they already make solenoid valves. That's not a big deal. But the question now becomes, how can I hook up an Arduino that's tied to my vacuum gauge? Well, that's something that's going to come later, okay? For now, guys, I'm going to be out here 24/7 when this machine is running. I'm never going to be like, it's never going to be unoccupied when it's running. So that's not an issue right now. Let's see what PSI we're at. We're at 230 PSI, guys. All right, let's see what's come in on the Instagram. We got a lot of people. Scales of Hermes. It's a cool name. How big would the explosion be? Well, if this thing explodes under the vacuum, it would not be a depressurization. It will be a boom, okay? It will be a big enough explosion to propel me balls first into your mouth. What's up? Right. No. And I'll tell you why. No, I haven't tested it, but I'll tell you why. In order for the oils to exist to begin with. Let me show you this, for example. You see this area here? This is the only place plastics are in. The only thing that can go up this column is vapors. okay? And those vapors then condense into oils down this slant and reach down here. The only way for those vapors to even form to begin with is for the plastic to be completely destroyed, because those vapors are the product of absolutely chemically destroyed plastic. So the plastic, the only place where microplastics can be, right, exactly, the only place where microplastics can be are in the carbon products, because the carbon product is in this same area where the plastic is, right? But the oil and the gaseous products are completely separated. It's just like when you take salt water and you put it in a distiller. When you have that water come out the other side, there can't be salt in there. It's too heavy, right? It's too dense. So that's the same case for the microplastics. Well, when it comes to the fumes of burning it, and that's a great question. I tell people this all the time. If I were to take this right here, right? This raw oil from the reactor, this is pretty much crude oil. If I were to burn this, extremely toxic, not good for anybody. It's the same if you were to burn crude oil. We have to refine this anyway to separate out just the gasoline, diesel, jet fuel. In refining it, we can actually utilize catalysts. Nana, thank you for the $3 donation on Cash App. You said Zeolite, hit me up on IG. Okay, I'll take a look. But we can utilize, when we're refining it through distillation, we can do the same thing they do in the crude oil industry now, the petroleum industry now. Put the cat crackers on there, put, any type of process that they do now to turn crude oil into EPA-rated fuel. We do the same thing to this. The technology already exists. So yes, it is toxic, but so is every other type of fuel raw. You have to put it through processes to clean it. And that's exactly what we do here. And in terms of my natural gas product, I actually already have it running through tons of filters right now to clean it up as is, including activated carbon. So there's ways to deal with any type of toxicity. Yeah, absolutely. I'm all about that. Yes, send me an email. Send me an email. We're going to look into that. I actually really like that idea. All right, thank you. You take care. All right, I think the machine's done. I'm going to turn the blades off. I barely see any oils coming out. Yeah, EJ is a cool guy, very cool guy. He's an OG too, as I myself. Me and EJ been talking literally for years. He's an OG, been a part of the YouTube channel pretty much since the beginning. So guys, machine has done amazing. Maintained vacuum the whole time, no gasket leaks, no issues. We are up to 140 PSI in the propane tank live. We have made oils come out live. So I think the machine's done now. I barely see any oils dripping out. The temperatures are dropping inside the chamber. And the vacuum is not dropping that much, but what we'll do is this. We're gonna turn the machine completely off and we're gonna leave the recovery pump on to get the rest of those vapors out. So let's go ahead and turn all these magnetrons off. And I guess we're gonna see tomorrow if we really completed the run if what we put in there is carbonized. So let me just get this footage from my YouTube channel real quick. Alright, so after about 3 hours of running, the temperatures of the internal pipe on the output are starting to go down. It normally was 74, now it's 163. Oils are barely coming out. Now mind you, we got way more oils over here. I just poured some out to see how much water. The vacuum is starting to build slowly. So we're going to go ahead and turn it off and see what happens. I've spun the blades for quite some time, and we're going to see now. We're going to leave the recovery pump on for a little bit. Let's see, we're at 140 PSI in the propane tank, so that's amazing. And let's see what happens when I turn this off. How quickly that vacuum builds again. guys know all my whips is keyless. All my whips is keyless. I got this thing completely wireless. I don't even gotta touch it to turn it off now. Alright, the machine is off. The recovery pump is still running just a little bit to get the rest, just to pull the rest of the vapors inside the machine out. Let's see. Oh, we got 211 people in the YouTube live stream. Much love to everybody on YouTube. Good to see you guys. You said wireless ain't safe. Well, I'm also gonna have, once I get my 220 system, I'm gonna have a central switch that turns the whole thing on and off with the flip of a switch. So I'm aware that the wireless can be hacked and stuff with the frequencies, but we're gonna have a switch. All right, let's let somebody else in on the Instagram. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. Everybody know Drake a ho. I'm just playing. Dang, I know what he let in. There's so many people. All right, I'm just gonna, let's see. Oh, Rob Gods. Rob Gods been waiting for a while. Hello?
Hey, good afternoon.
What's up?
So, just a couple of questions here on my end. So, do you know the efficiency of reaction? Like how many BTUs you're getting out versus how many BTUs you're putting in?
I don't know at the time.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I was wondering if it would be like an efficient means of recovering.
Absolutely.
Usable product at the end, or if it was.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking to get those numbers because I want them just as much as all of you do. But for example, I just got my 220 power supplies. These right here, I just got my 220 power supplies, and these are going to change a lot of variables and factors when it comes to efficiencies. Running it under vacuum like I have today for the first time is going to change a lot. So I'm just waiting to get everything set up before we really do this. Thank you. Nanya, thank you for the $1 on Cash App. You said, why you're not answering my question? Nanya, I don't know what your username is. I don't see your question. All right, let's see. Let's see, who else will be let in? Let's see. Oh, Jonathan. Let's let in Jonathan. So, yeah, we got all these different variables that we are working with. And that's why I'm telling you guys, just be a little bit patient. Just wait a little bit, okay? Until we get all of this stuff set up for us to be able to effectively get these numbers and have them accurate and fair, you know, fair to myself and fair to all of you as well, but especially fair to myself, because if I were to get efficiency numbers right now, the machine's not even done. The machine's operating at half power. Thank you, Memories. She said, sending you much love. You're great, Julian. Much love to you as well. I love you back. All right. Jonathan, I don't know if you can come in. Is it letting you in, Jonathan? Can you walk us through the reactor? That's a great question. And actually, we'll do that because we turned it off. I'll do that in a second after I let a few people in. Jonathan, it said Jonathan is unable to join. I'm not sure. Nana sent $2. Said, why you not using zeolite and HW to keep the O2 out? Oh, I didn't know you could use zeolite. What is HW? I'm not sure what that is. Somebody tell me what HW stands for. Facebook went out. We're gonna end the Facebook. But I'm not sure what HW is. But I didn't know you could do that. But I'm gonna put an O2 sensor. Doing the vacuum pretty much does enough. Let's go ahead and turn this recovery pump off now. Okay, so the propane tank reached 140 psi. That's great. Let's I can hear when I put my face or my ear next to this reactor, I can actually hear on the inside some oils boiling. So yeah, I can hear them boiling. So the reaction was not completely complete. Oh, great. I just broke apart my regulator, if you just saw that. Jonathan, I did not kick you out. It did not let you in. I'll request for you to come in again, but sometimes Instagram, sometimes it just does not let certain people in for certain times of the day or when certain live streams. It was doing the same thing to Christopher earlier, but I'll try again. I just unscrewed my regulator completely, and I put it back together like Humpty Dumpty in it. Thank you, Nana, for the $1 on Cash App. You said, how do you keep O2 out? I keep O2 out by putting it under vacuum, and I keep it out by not having any leaks. You said, why am I not using zeolite? I used to use zeolite. I just don't have any right now, so I'm just using activated carbon. Yeah, I guess it's not working, Jonathan. You have to come in next live stream. Like I said, Instagram does this to random people sometimes. My apologies on that. But next live stream, I'll be sure to let you in. All right? Because I remember your profile picture. I remember your name. All right, let's let in Emmanuel. Emmanuel Goldstein. That's a cool name. A cool last name, Goldstein. You said HW equals how? I thought it was not a chemical thing, you know, like like the name of something in chemistry, you know, like how AU is gold. I don't think it's letting Emmanuel in either. I'll try one more time, Emmanuel. If it doesn't work, you said very nice tux. It's not a tux, actually. It's really just a tailored shirt and a vest here. All right. I guess it's not working for Emmanuel either. Yeah, guys, anybody that I tried to let in, if it doesn't let you in this time, just request to come in next live stream. And I'll let you in next time. Instagram is weird sometimes. In fact, after I let in so many people, it actually doesn't let me let anybody in, but we haven't hit that limit quite yet here. You said it became so silent, now you turn the reactor off. Yeah, and especially compared to when we have that generator running. That's why I'm about to get a 100-foot of horse-caught cable. Okay, 220 cable. So that way that generator could be across the yard when we run that thing. What's up, Chad? Hey, Julian. Having a crap day. You always give me a good mood, but hey, man, I love to hear that, man. At the end of the day, that's what we're here for above all else. And man, much love to you, Chad, because you're an OG, man. I see you all the time in the live streams. Much love to you, and I hope your day gets better. But guess what? No matter what, tomorrow will be better. So, because it's all about how you internalize it. All right, so I don't know what's going on. And apparently, it's not letting anybody else come in. It seems like. Let me try a few other people. If not, then I guess we're just going to have to answer questions next live stream. So if I had to estimate, guys, it looks like we got about, from this run alone, and I'm talking pure oil here. I'm not talking, Nanya, thank you for another $1 on Cash App. You said, what temperature? So I have many temperature gauges, Nanya. Many temperature gauge. You said, but what temperature am I trying to reach? So I have a temperature gauge that's measuring the temperature of this right here. It's measuring the temperature of the inside of this elbow here, okay? That is the temperature I'm looking at. I don't really care about the internal temperature because the microwaves work from the inside out anyway, right? Brandon Castro, thank you for the $1 on Cash App. You said, major oil making machine, what are the next steps? The next steps are to continue to improve this, get the efficiency as high as possible, then we go industrial, Mark 5. So anyways, that has a probe on the inside of it, right? And that probe, you know, on the inside lets us know the internal temperature of the vapors, okay? So just like Drake, that pipe, once again, has a probe on the inside of it, okay? It's gonna let us know the internal temperature of the vapors. We want those a certain temperature because when that gets a certain temperature, then, okay, we get oils coming out at a good degree. Nanya, thank you for another $1 on Cash App. You said, and the pressure. What pressure am I looking to operate at? Well, once again, I'm now running this machine under continuous vacuum, so I really want to be under as deep as a vacuum as possible, because the deeper the vacuum, the less energy you have to put in for the same amount of products to come out, right? That's just how it works. That's how, for example, vacuum distillation works, right? So right now I'm operating at about 10 to 11 inches of mercury because my recovery pump can only keep up with that much with 6 magnetrons on. The more magnetrons we turn on, the less the vacuum is going to be because there's going to be more vapors coming out. The same thing will happen with more plastic put in. So we're going to see tomorrow what really happens with the vacuum, right? Another thing to note is I can always get a bigger recovery pump, and I will. This is just kind of a temporary recovery pump that I wanted to get to be able to run this thing under continuous vacuum. Great questions there. You're forgetting vacuums are expensive. They sure are. Look, this small recovery pump here, the blue pump you see in the corner there, that thing was like $500. That small one, okay? But it's worth it because it's amazing. It sucks it and it pushes it out. Because not only were we able to keep this thing under vacuum with that thing, but we got this propane tank to almost 150 PSI at the same time. Matter of fact, do I have my thing? I do. Let's see how this stuff burns. And guys, please pray for me, okay? Pray for me, because if somehow some oxygen was in this machine, okay, and it mixed with this propane tank under pressure, okay, and I go to light this right now, this propane tank will blow up. And I'm so close to it that I probably will die. Okay, so pray for me, because I'm praying for myself right now, okay? But it's I'm kind of taking a risk. I mean, just speaking logically, that's not going to happen, because the machine been under vacuum the whole time. Thank you for the $20 donation on the Cash App, Gabriella Afwork, for keep punching, always, Naturejab. Thank you very much for your contribution to the project, okay? Let's see it, guys. Like I said, logically, I'm going to be safe, but you never know. Weird things happen. Sometimes you think you were monitoring things correctly, you weren't. So this is kind of scary, but we're going to see, right? Hey, this is 150 PSI, so if this thing explodes, it's going boom, okay? But let's see what happens. This is the difference between a scientist and a mad scientist right here. Oh, it didn't blow up. We got a flame, guys. Look how clean that flame is. Almost invisible. Can you even see it? You can hardly even see it. Natural gas made from plastic compressed right before your eyes into this propane tank. Let's do it. Right there. Almost invisible flame. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful right there. Damn near invisible. Beautiful flame. So guys, guess what I'm going to do with this flame? What I'm going to do with this flame is I am going to use that energy right there, that heat energy, to run my distiller. So we can distill our oils, get our gasoline, diesel, jet fuel out for the same price that it costs to run the machine. Okay? That's cool. I'm gonna get it on YouTube, by the way, because guys, you gotta remember, I gotta make these content for the YouTube. This is the true book right here. You want the history book? It's this thing right here. So let's get this for YouTube as well. Because you guys need to remember, not only do we have 150 PSI of a propane tank full of the natural gas, but we have another at least 120 PSI here with my rectangular balls. Just saying. Who wants a lick? Who wants a lick of my rectangular balls? All right, let's get this shot for YouTube here of this natural gas product burning. All right, so we came out to 150 PSI of natural gas in this propane tank as well as this big bladder. Let's see how it burns. Yeah, I love that flame right there. It's just blue. It's literally just blue with some orange hints to it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful flame. It smells great too. Like, it doesn't smell like plastic. It doesn't smell offensive. It smells like a gas station. All right? Now here's the thing, guys. Now I'm going to compress this bladder into the propane tank. And you guys get to watch it live, okay? We're gonna compress this bladder into the propane tank. All I have to do is hook it up to my recovery pump, my beautiful, beautiful recovery pump. I love that thing so much. Worthwhile investment. It has so many uses. Let's set this right here. Maybe not too close to the reactor so it doesn't blow up. That would be a shame. Now let's hook it up to the propane tank. I'll lower the camera on YouTube so you guys can see better. But let's compress this right now live. Okay? I don't know if I'm gonna compress this whole thing. Well, I wanna get up to 200 PSI in this propane tank, okay? Right now we're at 150. I wanna get up to 200. So I'm just gonna hook up the output of the recovery pump to the propane tank. Let's hook up the input of the recovery pump to my rectangular ball, and let's get my rectangular ball sucked. This is what I always tell people. Look how big my ball is. Look at the surface area of my ball. Look how full it is. How voluptuous it is. And I'm gonna get it completely sucked. Thank you, Optimistically Cynical, for the $5 super chat on YouTube. Is that pure natural gas, or are there any residual chemicals that could clog up over time? So it's not natural gas, actually. I just say that because it burns similar to natural gas, similar Venturi and all that stuff. But it actually doesn't even have methane in it. So it's actually like unnatural gas, to be honest. I just say that for comparison purposes. Now, in terms of things to clog up stuff, no, it doesn't have anything. It's free of moisture, free of oil, free of anything else in there but just gaseous products. And I know that for a fact because I have so many filters on this machine to get all that stuff out. So anyways, I have this humongous ball that's going to be sucked. Most people's mouths wouldn't even fit around it, so I have to be happy. People always ask me about mental health this, mental health that. I'm always happy, guys. Trust me. My balls are getting sucked every day. You're going to see it happen live, okay? My humongous rectangular ball that most people couldn't even fathom sucking, right? It would crush their jaws, okay? So anyways, let us hook up this end, the suck side of the recovery pump to this bladder. And I've already tested this bladder. It burns, it does not blow up. So there's no oxygen in there. Turn on the pump, and boom, let's go. Now I want to get this tank to about 200 PSI, okay? Hey, I love these power supplies. I haven't even used them yet. These are so much safer than those ones I've been using. So much safer, guys. You can't even understand how much of an upgrade this is. Only I can understand because only I have been risking my life every day messing with the jangled freaking transformer crap. In fact, I can show you guys now because we're not running the machine anymore. Okay, only I will appreciate the safety that's gonna come from these things. Let me show Instagram first, all right? I'll show you guys YouTube. One of the reasons why it took so long to build another reactor is because I didn't want to mess that electrical crap again. It's terrifying. I'll show you guys on YouTube. Look at this mess, guys. Dealing with this crap. Transformers dying, arcing all over the place. Somehow Siri went off YouTube. That's why it froze. I can't stand that crap, okay? It's dangerous as hell. These parts were never meant to be used like that. Okay, that's like me telling you to put my big ball in your mouth. Never meant to be used like that. So you're asking for failure. I just got tired of it. And now we got the upgrade. You guys look, it's getting sucked. It's getting zucked. It's getting zucked, guys. Come on now. Thank you for the £5 super chat on the YouTube. Let's see. Bowtie Jed, you're gonna get chemical analysis done on the various products. It'll be interesting to know the mix of the molecules. Absolutely, I'm getting chemical analysis. I'm all about that. I just want to have consistent variables. I want to have consistent tests that make sense. And I want to have consistent results. So that way we know when I'm getting this analysis from this plastic, it's that every time. Not some mixed up crap. So we have to finish the machine first. We have to have the machine consistently running the same over and over again first, okay? Then we're going to get this analysis. But I'm all about that. Like I said, guys. All right, it's still building up the PSI. You said the homie got 4 snipers on him right now? Where? Where are the snipers at? I think they're this way. I'll make sure they're this way, so that way when this propane tank blows up, I'll be launched this way, and I'm gonna land balls first in their mouth. Okay? That's a strategy right there. That's called chess right there. That's called chess. We're thinking ahead, okay? Because they're gonna be in the scope. I'm gonna be flinging. They're gonna be like looking at me about to take the shot, and they just see my balls getting closer and closer. You're like, what the heck? They pull out the scope to look, the mouth open, like, and then boom, it's right there in the mouth. Perfect. Checkmate. Exactly. Wallukino. Checkmate, mate. Right in your mouth. That's right. Come on then. The sniper's coming for me. For what? For what? Said, do you have 4 balls? That's only the balls they know about. 4 balls is only the balls they know about, guys. They don't know about the rest. So this is actually probably going to take a while. To be honest, it's going to take a long time. What do you do with the excess gas? Compress it into this propane tank, and I'm going to use it to distill my oils. You said, remember you said, I think John needs to be oiled up? Which, is it that same guy that I was trying to join? The same John. He needs to be oiled up. Well, listen here, John. I got oil if you want to be oiled up. In matter of fact, if you do want to be oiled up, I got oil for you and for Diddy. All right, because I had to make it for Diddy anyway. He put me on back order. I was a little bit late. So I got oil for you, John. Don't worry. Don't get your panties in a bunch because we got oil for everybody. In fact, who wants oil? Who in here wants to oil up all Diddy, all Drizzy? All Diddy, all Drizzy, all BBL Drake. Who wants to oil up? Because I got oil for everybody in here. How much energy and fuel, diesel, and gas could this machine produce compared to how much electricity it uses? We're still getting those numbers, okay? $5, thank you for the $5 donation, Shamalo though. The $5 super chat on YouTube. Much love to you. We're still getting those numbers, guys, but trust me, I promise you, just like I have in the past, when I get those numbers, I'm gonna give them to you, because I want them just as much as you, okay? But who wants to be oiled up? Because we're gonna oil people up. You said if it takes more energy to run the process than what is produced, it's not efficient and it's worse for the environment than doing nothing at all. So let me ask you, Jacoba, under your logic, if I have a recycling plant that takes a piece of glass and turns it to another piece of glass, unless that other piece of glass is giving me more energy out than the energy it took to make that one piece of glass, then it's useless? No. You know why? Because it's still a recycling plant. So no matter how you put it, whether the fuels I make more fuel or not, we're still recycling plastic. We're still getting rid of plastic, and that's the point above all else. You're trying to think it's a power plant. You're trying to think it's all about energy when it's about the value of truly getting rid of plastic in a way that we can completely control and not have microplastics come out and not pollute all the microplastics in the water like when you turn one plastic to another plastic or make a plastic brick out of the plastics and then it ends up shedding microplastics over its lifetime. That's the value above all else. But if you want it to be a power plant, then yeah, I guess it fails in that sense. But to me, even if we didn't get more energy out than in, then it's fine because we're still recycling plastics at the end of the day. But guess what? Despite that, I'm still going to strive for the most efficiency possible. That's why I'm even doing the vacuum stuff now. Because I'm always on the strive to make this the best it can be. And if it's possible to get more energy out than the energy we put in, then I'm going to find out. Because I'm going to keep going until I do. Okay? And if it's not possible, we're going to find out. But no matter how you put it, I'm turning plastic into fuel. No matter how you put it, I'm turning a lot of plastics that would end up nowhere but the landfill, into something that I can actually genuinely use, and that is absolute fact, and that is absolute recycling, and absolute closed loop system right there. Bowtie, thank you for the $2 donation on the YouTube. You said you want to eventually fractionate your crude oil. Very soon I'll start my distilling, guys. Stay tuned. Very soon the distilling will be started. You said it's 1 a.m. for me? You've been talking to Edge Kojang quite a bit. Hey, that's what's up, man. Thank you for tuning in at 1 a.m. Yeah, this is taking a while to compress. Probably not going to compress the whole thing here on stream. Obviously, we burned some, so it dropped in PSI. Right now, it's at 150 PSI. You said focus on what you're doing, they don't understand. Listen, I'm all for critics all the time. That's why I let everybody in. I don't discriminate. Anybody wants to come in, I let them in. I don't care what they have to say. But the truth is, I think people focus on the wrong things, truly. I think people think this is a power plant. Just because I tell you I turn plastic into fuel. Because you go on Instagram and you look up the videos turning plastic into bricks, and nobody's talking about energy then. Nobody's talking about how much energy it takes to make those bricks. Nobody's talking about if you don't get enough energy out, it's not worth it. People forget we are recycling plastic. We are destroying plastic without a trace of microplastics. That's the key above all else. I started this saying we're going to get rid of microplastics. I didn't start this saying we're going to get rid of microplastics and make more energy out than in. I just said we're getting rid of we're getting rid of ocean plastics. Ed MR, thank you for the $3 on YouTube. People think it's a power plant, and think about how many things in this world consume a ton of energy but make money out in the end. You don't need to make an energy profit to make a money profit, and that's all the world runs off of, money profit. Think about the value. Even if we consumed double the energy input compared to what we get out, think about the value. The plastic being recycled, the oils coming out, the natural gas being made, the carbon or biochar. That's enough money to recoup in itself, let alone if we get this as efficient as possible. To get to the point where we might only have a one-to-one energy consumption to output, or we might have more on the output. Whatever. It's not a power plant for the last time. Let's run this thing off of renewables. Then we don't have to worry about it. Let's run this thing off of nuclear. We don't have to worry about it. We shouldn't have to worry about it anyway, because you know what? That's the mindset that got us in this place to begin with, because people get so focused on the wrong things that you're forgetting we are dealing with ocean plastics with this right now. Because right now there has not been a particular solution that we've been using in this world. Now the solution's been around for a long time. Pyrolysis has been around for a long time, but it's not being done, because if it was being done like we need it to be done, we wouldn't have ocean plastics to begin with. So that's the main focus above all else, to get rid of plastic waste, right? And we just happen to make fuel out of it. That's it. But I promise you, if I came up on Instagram and I was saying, I'm turning plastic bottles into plastic bottles, nobody's going to be talking about how much energy it takes. But I tell you, I'm turning plastic into fuel, and then everybody thinks I'm making a power plant. I ain't making a power plant. I just happens to be the byproduct. So if it happens to be that we can make more fuel out, that's amazing. But if we can't, it's still amazing that you're able to turn plastic into something that's no longer plastic in your backyard. That's amazing right there. You're able to turn plastic into a product that we've been told and taught you have to go to war and kill people over. You could do that in your backyard. That's the real value right there. You can turn plastic into 3 amazing products that run the world: carbon, natural gas, and oil. That's the true value at the end of the day. Regardless of energy in, energy out, you can do it yourself right here in your backyard. That's the point above all else. You don't have to go to war. You don't have to go out in the oceans millions of feet. You don't have to dig down and frack. You can turn something that we considered waste this whole time, and we've been throwing away and polluting our whole world with, into some of the most valuable things ever. Not in some gigantic plants, or not in some gigantic space reality with $1 billion budget or a science lab, Dexter's laboratory, but right here in your bloody backyard, just like I've done. And that's the bloody point. Thank you for the $15 super chat. Big Q said, you're for real hero. Hey, much love to you. Thank you so much. And you guys make it possible, like I said. I'm just a vessel. You guys make it possible. I appreciate you all for your support so much. So anyways, guys, let's see where we're at. We're at 160 PSI. I probably will leave this running a little bit while I clean up stuff. I'm excited for tomorrow's run above all else, because tomorrow's run, we're going to put the most plastic in there I've put in yet, okay? And we're going to get a ton of oils out. Mark my word. We're not going to get as much water either, because I'm not going to put water in there. We're going to get a ton of oils out. Mark my word. This vacuum has been amazing. You guys take care. Stay blessed. Have an amazing night. I appreciate you all for your donations. It means so much. And big thank you to Ryan for the biggest donation that I've seen yet. $250 on the Cash App. Everybody, much love to Ryan, W. Ryan, and everybody else that's donated. You make this project possible. So appreciate you all so much. Kilper, thank you for the $10 super chat on YouTube. You said, you're a genius, big dog. Thanks for sharing the journey. Absolutely, man. That's the least I can do. Much love to every single one of you. Every single one of you, even the detractors. Much love to everybody. You guys have a blessed night. Stay tuned for tomorrow's live stream. We're gonna do big things then.